Hey guys, what's up? It's Marguerite. I apologize if my voice sounds a little bit deeper. It's because I am a little sick. Well, I am very sick, but you know what? It's the last chapter of Hunter x Hunter 44 Sable Future. We are going on hiatus. I have a video out on that. I would like you to click on it if you don't know as yet. It's in the card above or it's in the description below. Now guys, let's get going. It took me some good thought, but I finally realized who the person is that is using silent majority. It's Bavimania, and that is exactly why Bavimania released this N. However, Bavimania's other accomplice from the same team, Yuriko, I suppose his name is, does not know that Bavimania is using silent majority. And the reason why that stupid little girl could see silent majority is because she is the one that's being possessed by the spirit. Now in my live reaction I will post that soon, but I must advise you that there seems to be a page missing from my live reaction and I haven't posted it as yet. If there is indeed a page missing from my live reaction and it seems to throw the entire live reaction off, I will not post a live reaction. But if the page is missing and it's not so critical, then I will post a live reaction. And if the page is not missing, then I will also post the live reaction. So it's just speculation at this stage that I think a page is missing, but never mind it, we will get to it. Now I will be very detailed in this review because you know what, it's the last review for a while. I love Hunter x Hunter, I will be missing it a lot, but never mind. I intend to start Noblesse and the Gamer. I will choose one of them and I will start in 2 weeks, not next week but the other week. Now let's get going into the review. Let's look at exactly what's happening here. Alright guys, so throughout the chapter we have a certain person talking in the background and they're speaking about silent majority. They're saying how silent majority works, and there's another person who is studying someone who is speaking about someone who is observing someone. So there are two people talking in the background. How do I know it's two people and it's not the same person? The idea is that Yuriko is the one that I thought had activated silent majority, but it's not Yuriko. The reason why it's not Yuriko is very simple. Yuriko does not know what happened exactly to the person who got killed, and I'll try to find that page and read it for you right now. On the very last page, let's read what happens. The person who killed the man who was getting killed said, you know what, it was obvious he was dead, please contact the royal army. And then someone starts talking in the background again while looking. So Kurapika starts thinking now. So the private guard of the third prince also uses 9mm caliber. Even Gyo isn't enough to fully protect from the force of those. And then you can look and in the next panel you see Kurapika standing. Kurapika is thinking, Bill is in the background and Bavimania is right in the foreground of everything. Kurapika starts to think, depending on the situation, I should even be expecting a .45 caliber or an HSK. But more importantly, there is a problem at hand. And somebody starts to say, without even hesitating for a moment, you're completely focused. You're strong. And the person that's thinking that is Bavimania. It's not the same, it's not Kurapika that's thinking that. And you see Bavimania's face. Bavimania says, in which case I'm sure you've already noticed that this was not one of the prince's 9 beasts. And then someone is talking to this stupid Lovely girl. She says, Lovely, where's that weird woman you were talking about? And Lovely says, huh? She's gone. She must have gone somewhere. Two guys start to talk among themselves. They say, if this was the intended to disrupt our Nen training, then was it the work of the Nen beasts of one of the princes who didn't send anyone here? No, the Nen beasts wouldn't leave their princes, guys. Their main objective is to protect the princes. So the Nen beasts wouldn't leave the prince's side. And then someone, which happens to be Kurapika, says, I've got to find the assassin that's hiding among us. It's also important to know that at the bottom of that page it says the killer White Snake will it hunt or be hunted? Now, the reason why this is not Yuriko, and Yuriko is the guy that's causing trouble, is it's very simple. Yuriko also noticed that Bavimania's EN has been disabled. It's not up, it's not working. Now, what do we know of conjurers? They need to be able to focus all your nen in a certain area to conjure an ability. Now, what happened here is that it's a conjured ability, it's a spirit, and there's also another page. I'll get to it very soon. But you have to conjure a spirit right here, so you need to focus all your nen somewhere. Your N involves you spreading it over a wide area. You can't particularly focus your N and spread it at the same time. It doesn't make sense. It's logically impossible. So unless you're a genius that can find some way to go left and right like Naruto did for his Rasen Shuriken, you can't use your N and do a conjuring ability at the same time. Now, there's also something else that I want you to look at. The person that is observing Kurapika and realizing that, you know what, this man's a conjurer and stuff like that, he has some very good observational skills. I will go to that page right now and read to you what it says. He says, well, this is silent majority speaking, because this is silent majority on screen. It's on page 6. It says, there is an idiot here that far exceeds my expectations. Thanks to that, everyone's attention has turned towards him, though unfortunately he is not among one of my 10 targets. Should the most unexpected situation happen where Sebastes is unable to kill even one person and is forcefully cancelled, the curse will then be turned upon me, its user. It says, with that risk in mind, perhaps I should kill one quickly. Sushiboko is ready to go, and Sushiboko is written as cursed lips of the white snake. And this person, Yuriko, is looking at Kurapika. Kurapika says, well, since we've already started, how about we continue around the room and have everyone introduce themselves? We go clockwise from the right after M1. Now, the person continues to observe Kurapika and say, based on his behavior, he should be right-handed, but he held the gun in his left hand. This is proof that he wants to keep his dominant hand open and free. This is common among conjurers, and manipulators. The 10 around his right hand is strong, though his aura on the whole has a much more gentle nature. This is not from a lack of skill, but rather is a trait specific to his nen type, a conjurer. His sleeves are long and cover his hands, which makes it clear that his right hand plays an important role in activating his ability. He says, with enhancers and transmuters, depending on their skill, there is a soft quiet 10 that surrounds the part of their body that activates their favorite attacks. With emitters and manipulators, the aura of the 10 that surrounds them grow larger. Even if they try to intentionally shrink it, their color will become darker. These are all just mere slight differences, but I'm able to distinguish among them. So the idea, guys, is that this plan was being set in stone from very, very, very long. From very early in the chapter. And the idea is that, you know what I'm getting at, guys? I'm not certain how well Bavimania and Yuriko will get along. They share a similar mission, but the method by which they will go about it is very different. It's very different, and I'm not certain they're even friends for that matter. But this ability, it has something about it that's very important. It says that the only two people able to see silent majority, Zashkidal, are me, the abilities user, and Lovely, the person that's being possessed. So there's somebody using it, and the person that gets possessed by the spirit can see it. Now, Lovely is the person that is possessed by the spirit. We know that already. And the ability user is the person that, well, obviously can't move. Now, the reason why all this comes together nicely is because in all of these panels, you can see silent majority at the back. You can see Bavimania also at the back. Now, the other thing that I already confirmed that, you know what, Bavimania is the one using silent majority. Yuriko, however, is only observing and trying to figure out what's what, who's who, and all these things. I'm not certain where Kurapika stands in this mess. I don't know if he knows what's happening. It's very unlikely because I never saw any nen around his eyes, so he wasn't particularly using Gyo, and he does know that they're enemy in the camp. Now, the idea is, now what I'm getting at is that how will we progress from here? I don't know. I don't like to do speculations on Hunter x Hunter because it's so detailed. It's so deep. Like there's so much information here that can really change everything on a whim. I like going with the flow. I won't make any theories on this. I also don't think that there's anything else for me to talk about in this chapter. Also, guys, I want to take a look at page 8. At the bottom of page 8, you can see Bavimania. And right behind Bavimania is Silent Majority. And it says, if someone distracts everyone's attention again, commence attack. So this is a twofold technique. I finally understood it. There's a doll that's, the person who's been possessed can see it. And then there's the next person, well, not the person, but the 4 snakes, which give its name, the Sushiboko doll. 4 curls slipped off the white snake, and each snake can kill. It takes 44 seconds for each snake to suck the blood from a human, but if they combine, the time is divided into a quarter, so it's 11 seconds, and that's what happened here. So it's a twofold attack. It's very effective, and you can't see it except for the person that's using it and the person who is possessed by the Sushiboko doll. And the person that's possessed by the spirit. So you know what, guys? I think I'll stop the review right here. Remember, I might post a live reaction depending on how good it is, because I'm not certain if I really think that I missed out a part in it. I really think I missed out something very important in that, and that might change the entire shape of the live reaction. So you know what, guys? Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.